Yo, what is up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? There we go. It is Monday. We're back at it back to this game that we haven't played in over a month. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicle. Back at it. I'm excited. I'm hype. Get back at this so we can proceed and get further in the game. And eventually complete it. It's kind of like what I eventually want to do is just eventually just beat this game. So, kind of excited to be getting back into this and progressing the story. You're doing pretty good, Iron Law. How you doing, bud? Yo, what up, Triscade? Triscade. Sorry. I did a few minutes of a ROM hack learning after like 50 tries. You did the re-grab accidentally. It just happened by itself. It was a surprise. Turns out the next level was the same. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm doing good, Iron Low. Happy to see you, Iron Low. Iron Low. Iron Low. Iron Low. You know what, Iron Low? If no one's ever told you it enough, you, my friend, are a fucking legend. No one's told it to you enough. I'm telling you. How you doing, Triscade? T to the R to the I. That's Gade. What up? No problem, man. That's probably why a lot of us VIP you because how legendary you are, but just want you to know that. No one's physically has said it to you. I'm at least going to. Also, I forgot to refresh my mix play, so you guys are going to accidentally see this now on stream. Was it on services? I forget to do things. No, you switched to kick for a day. I'm kidding. Not that I'm kidding how to do that, but kidding that I forgot. You had the runs for... Ooh! Well, I'm happy it's over, but dang, that sucks that happened for 5 days. But you probably also lost some weight. Not funny. The Adventures of the Unbreakable Speckleback. In the corner of the small dark room, Shlooms and I waited with bated breath. The time there come from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost a growl-like sound. Suddenly, Slomes sprang into action, flashing furiously with the cane pointing into the darkness. You see it, Wilson? He yelled, a tense voice rehamping through the air. I raised my dark lantern, shuddered, and the room slowly came into view. Jones was staring intently in one particular corner. Then he started whispering to me. The victim's most precisely final word, Speckleback. I believe this is terrible coin to which she referred, Wilson. In front of us was the enormous Aga, its fangs banned to threaten it to strike. It truly was most terrible Speckleback I've ever seen. Can I wait to continue this text, or do I have to? Is it going automatic? It's going automatic. I should catch up on what Triscade said, but looks like more's happening.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray, do excuse me. The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed. No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered with in any way. So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery. In his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle. A Russian word. So the victim was a Russian man then. And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality. This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident, by the victim himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait!
Shh. That won't be necessary. You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
What? Don't be absurd. This is murder. And in cabin locked from inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
Who are you, and where have you come from?
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Sherlock Holmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes, aka Sherlock. That's why I'm like shaking my head. Literally a turnaround of the name. Still got it. I meant over as in, oh, you're sick of it. Got it. Been losing weight without it. Well, oh, okay. No, I was trying to make a joke that you were losing weight from it. Just kid. But yeah, I hope it goes away soon, man. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, I think maybe for copyright infringement, they because I'm gonna say you could totally tell he was Sherlock Holmes. Like there was not like, I was like, yeah, that's Sherlock Holmes. I like seen it, and I'm like the way he's acting, the way he's trying to, the way he's trying to solve the case, the way he, do certain things. I'm like, yeah, he's giving me Sherlock Holmes vibe. And then, especially in the beginning when I was reading the story, like, yeah, this is Sherlock Holmes vibe right here. Ugh, my head gets throbbing. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in me. Yeah. Wait, I cannot move. Ah, what the? Why am I in handcuffs? So you wake now, huh? We had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I do not believe how you could not wake up. You are a true cold-blooded man. You found me then? Yeah, we found you. And now you pay, criminal. How long are you hiding in that tiny ward? Sorry? Now you have been found. It's time for you to admit your crime. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is, huh? No, I'll tell you everything. There's only one thing I'd like to know from you. Isn't that... Why did you do it? Why did you take his life? Miss, DeSoto? Wait. What did you just say? Take his life? Where is he? Where is Kazuma? You pretend you do not know. You're a wolf in a sheep coat. You are the killer. Do not try to make excuses. Wait a minute. Is this whole series me trying to make people believe that I'm not a killer? Because I swear, the first chapter, the first episode, was literally me being framed that I was a killer and then having to escape from it. And now, literally, episode 2 is literally the same concept, but in a different way. Literally, I'm being framed of being a killer. Kazuma's body was discovered not too long ago. Here, in this very cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. His body. Please, do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your... Kazuma's dead? But he can't be. In these handcuffs. Surely you don't think I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma's life? Answer me, please. No. No. Yeah, but I think so too, Triskade. Kazuma, it was just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? We won't get in any trouble? No! I killed him. Apparently he died? They're trying to fire me for killing him? Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come to England to study? It's really something else when they brought you in here earlier. The way the Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor, I thought I was going to die. Yes, I still can't believe that. I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. You must be even less than a man than you. Wow. Hey, honestly, I thought I broke every bone in my body. Well, it's about 50 days until we dock into Great Britain. But if you confine yourself in my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you. I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians will be very forgiving of a stowaway. They're a steady branch, that's for sure. What I want to know is, why do we need to keep it a secret from the young lady? From our faithful judicial assistant, Mr. Kobe, from your closest friend. More to the point, surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she'd give me away. No, but if she knew what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association. Yep, it's the best and the only you and I know about. I suppose so. Anyway, about the time that Stewart is supposed to come in and clean the cabin. I know it's crib, but it's better. But you better get in. I think it won't be long. And anyway, compared to hiding in my traveling case, be a breeze. Yes, but what if Stewart decides to open the ward for some reason? Then I'll be in for it. Stop worrying. I'll tell you what. Why don't you write "keep out" or something on a piece of paper? Huh. What? Then I can stick it on the wardrobe door once you're on the inside. I don't know. We've only been at sea about 15 days. How can this happen? And we're supposed to be going on this adventure to England together. You'll leave at the next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make more trouble for yourself. Murderer. No, I am not a murderer. Yeah, said before. Said you admit everything of crimes. Oh, that's not right. I mean, yes, I did stow away on a ship, but murdering my best friend. No one else could have done it. Admit the truth. Sasuta-san. Please, tell me what happened. I need to know. Hey, Sonic. Oh yeah, I gotta add. If you want me to add kick, I can add kick to that. But I didn't know if you want me to add kick or not. I at least got the YouTube and the Twitch. Almost forgot. Well, I mean, you just made it. That's probably why I didn't think to add it. But hey, True Sonic, please tell me what I need to know. Very well. There's something I'd like to ask of you too. It looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I could do is try and find out what really happened. Kazuma's dead. He really been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. But thank you for the second Triscade. Hey, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you just got the kick, so obviously I didn't add the kick to it, but yeah. And then I have my kick as an automatic command and as a manual command, but that schedule that I stream on Kick might be changing. I'm not sure yet. I think it might be changing, but I'll let people know if it changes what the new schedule might be. And these handcuffs, they think I did it. They think I'm Kazuma. Well, they found him. The cabin was locked from the inside. What do you mean? There's no access to the cabin via a portal, window, and bolt on the door. Cannot be operated from the outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls. What? Or to put it another way, the culprit could have only been someone inside this cabin. Or do you have some other explanation? Yeah. My beard is so itchy and I hate it. Oh, True Sonic. I don't know if you ever... True Sonic, I don't know if you've met... Louis. Hello, the True Sonic. How are you doing, Louis? Oh, I forgot to put the camera back on. There we go. Yeah, it's a cut out mustache. I thought it's funny. Louis. You got this all Lake wine. Haha. Or do you have some other explanation? This is impossible. How did he die then? What happened exactly? Are you still gonna deny the charges even despite the circumstances? Lisa-san, have to tell me. Cause of death is still undetermined. You don't know how he died? Ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course, he has no post-mortem analysis exponent. I don't suppose we'll shall learn more until an expert has been consulted at our next port of call. Presumably that means there were no obvious external signs of injury. That's true, yeah. Okay, what about the incident? Can't anyone tell me what actually happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill him? Presumably there's something you know the answer to better than anyone. Please. Whatever you say, you were here in the cabin after... Well, yes, I was, but... He would always wake up before dawn to do his training, first thing in the morning. I was waiting outside his cabin, as I did every day so far on this voyage. This morning, he didn't come. I could sense that he wouldn't. Does that mean he was already dead when Sasha arrived at the cabin door, I wonder? I knocked, but there was no reply. And I started to worry, so I went to find a member of the crew. The crewman forced the cabin door open, and when we managed to get inside, it was Kazuma's-san collapsed on the floor. And the white tape there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somewhere. I wish it wasn't the case, but that's just very hard to believe. This is all very hard for me to believe, too. Trust me. I told you everything that I know, so it's my turn to ask you a question. Yeah, alright. Oh, my head feels so heavy. Still throbbing like anything. If you're not the culprit, tell me. What happened last night here in the camp? Well, the thing is, I don't really remember. Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did. Thank you for the heart shoe, Sonic, much appreciated. Then I got myself into the wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I fell asleep. Well, yeah. So deeply that didn't even stir when Kazuma-san was killed. Well, yeah. I know it sounds unbelievable. Really, I do. It's the truth. If only I'd woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. For some reason, it's still throbbing like anything. Really? Is there something wrong? Oh, no, it's... Please forget it. That is, son. You have to believe me, I didn't do it. Really don't want doubt. The trouble is, there's no one else who could have possibly done this. Why are you even on board the ship? Are you, son? There's something before about being a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's true. 2 weeks since we left Japan now. Set up in this cabin the entire time. I had no idea. Well, how could you have accompanied Kazuma's cabin for so long without him noticing? Oh no, that would have been impossible. Yes, of course. Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together. He actually asked you. But why? I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself. I don't understand. Kazuma, why do you want this? What's the real reason? Why go such an extreme length to smuggle me to England with you? It's an idea that's been on my mind ever since the end of that incredible trial. I think I told you then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself. Well, yes, you did say that, but I didn't think you were serious. You have the talent for it, I can assure you of that. Playing some Animal Crossing New Horizon before dinner, but I'm here. Yeah, well, thank you, I appreciate it. I don't think I've touched Animal Crossing like forever. I think I still have the game, don't I? I mean, I delete every game that I don't have anymore. Yeah, I still have it. But yeah, I still, because any game that I don't own, I've just been deleting, or anything I just don't play. Not like don't play, but like maybe I've sold. Like anything I actually own, installed. So yeah, so since I still have Animal Crossing installed, still have the game physically. I just haven't played it in forever. Do you know what you're gonna have for dinner? You have the talent for it. I can assure you of that. Oh, I thought I was about to sneeze. But I never really thought of becoming a lawyer. Well, that's something you can decide for yourself. I mean, not really. You kidnapped me on a ship and said, hey, I want you to be a lawyer. And it's like, well... Oh, nice. I had 2 days ago, I had Wendy's for lunch and Subway for dinner. It was awesome. Oh God, I don't have this tight enough. There we go. And then when I go to, this is a random thing, but when I go to Subway, I buy 2 subs. I buy 2-foot-long subs, and then I buy, you know, the subs I want. I buy 2 is because I don't have it. I don't care for them toasted as much. Because what I do is I buy 2 subs. I don't get them toasted, and then I'll have one for like lunch or dinner the same day I buy it, and then one for lunch the next day. So I have something to eat the next day if I want something to eat. And I feel like, and I had a coupon for a buy one get one free. So I paid like $9 for like 2-foot-long subs. It was awesome. There cannot be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can there? Well, no, definitely not. But on a personal level, if you were to become a lawyer, then what? Nothing. Forget it. Kazuma is, you always say the same thing. That he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought he could do that with you. Yes, maybe. But something's still bothering me. Look in his eye. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. I'd do that hands down. Yeah, I'll toast it if I'll eat it there, but usually 97%, because it's a 3% chance I'll eat it there. I'll bring it more home than anything. I buy 2-foot-long BLT subs on Italian herbs and cheese. I'll buy it non-toasted because why I buy it non-toasted mainly is because when you have the sub the next day, it's so good not toasted, because if you eat that sub the next day, whether it's lightly toasted or toasted, thing is hard as a rock as you're trying to eat that sub. Like, I'm like biting in it, like. It's only good for right there, the toasted, but not like the next day. It was darker than I'd ever seen it before. Sato-san? I'm sorry that we kept it a secret from you. My stowing away on the ship thing. If I knew Kazusama, I expected he was trying to protect me to avoid me becoming guilty by association. That's exactly right, yes. Worded perfect, in fact. Kazuma, I don't understand why. Why did this have to happen? Can't take this. Don't try to go anywhere. But the perpetration of this kind cannot leave. I cannot allow that to happen. I'm sorry. Kazuma was killed right under my nose here. Do anything to stop it. Now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free? No, I cannot allow that to happen. Well, what do you propose to do then? I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. Yo, Lady Gweebs! I feel that. I, to be honest, just don't care for it to be toasted. LOL. But there is also another reason, because it's not good. Yeah! Yeah, exactly. See? See, you know what I mean? What's up, Lady Gweebs? How's it going? I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life and why they did it. So I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to. What? What happened? Oh, she hit me. What the? Was that a? That was a Sasuto takedown. A Sasuto what? What martial art form is that? Going to need you to prove it. Sorry, prove it? Yes, you're innocent. I need evidence. How? But how am I supposed to? Have you forgotten already what you achieved just a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in a court of law. Just come in, say hi real quick. Oh, I appreciate you. Need sec to take my mind off work. It's extremely frustrating today. Dang it, I'm sorry. Tanuki Dan had a tornado go right by his house. Dang. Had a program update. It's so bad, yeah. Dang, that stinks, Lady Weaver. I'm sorry. Hopefully work gets a little bit better, friend. And dang, that's crazy, Triskade. She expects me to present some conclusions to evidence. I have to get Josephine to believe me. I'll show her evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty. Alright. Yes, can I? Yeah, dude, it is super crazy. We expect the Russian crew to be able to read that, he said. Still, I was sure people would get the idea, even if they couldn't read it. So we'll use it anyway. It worked. I don't know if the crew thought it was creepy or what, but no one opened the door. Well, this is the only thing I have to present. Come. When I was discovering the world jewel, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors? Oh, yes it was. I remember clearly. I thought so. Kazuma always put it in the place whenever I went to sleep in it. Just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night, as always. Yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled the side of the wardrobe doors before he opened. But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wall and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own. It's, it's quite true. In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. Well, even if you are wrongly hopeless on the floor, I can see why Kazuma thought so highly of you. Thank you. So, now, you think perhaps you could help me up? But oh, because since apparently in this episode again, I am accused of a crime that I didn't do, so I'm arrested, and she thinks I killed someone, and she didn't want me to go investigate the room, so she flipped me. She flipped me on the floor, so I'm like that. I'm like this on the floor. I'm like, oh, just like on the floor, like the head upside. She's not upside down. I'm just on the floor, like. I mean, she has the right to flip me. She thought I killed one of her very good friends, and this game is starting to feel repetitive a little now, Lady Gweebs. I know there's only episode 2, but how can you suddenly have 2 episodes back to back of me being framed of a crime? You know what I mean? Like the first one, I was kind of like, all right, this is cool. The second one, I'm kind of like, why are they giving me the same like, why are they making it be like, oh, I'm now the culprit of a crime that I didn't commit, and now I'm gonna have to prove I'm innocent again. I'm kind of like, well, in the lighting of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating here. Thank you. So you finally believe me. Yeah. I don't mind repetition because I made a lot of consistency levels in Mario, but I feel like if you're trying to make a full-fledged like game or story like how this is, don't try to be like, well, let's use the same story, but in a different concept. And I'm kind of like, and I liked this series, which is messed up because they had another series called, I think it was called like Ace Attorney something. And wait, can I go in the store while playing a game? All right, no problem. Oh wait, you can listen. Never mind. You said you're gonna listen. All right, thank you for but you said you can listen. Okay. Come on, search. Type quicker, Glenn. Type quicker. Yeah, Ace Attorney. That's what it was called. Well, technically, it was called like. Yeah, there we go. This is what it was called: Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Chronicles. I played through that whole entire game. I loved the series. I streamed it like so long ago before you met me, Lady Gweebs. I played it like on stream. It was super fun. And then when I heard that they were making like another like Ace Attorney game, right? And I heard it was exclusive to Switch. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I want to get it because I really loved, the trilogy of the game. It's super fun. And I had a great time with it. None of it was repetitive, obviously, in it, And so far, this game, like I said, the beginning of it so far has been really good. I'm not liking the second episode because of the repetitiveness. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, I'm sorry, no. What? I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you use some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back into position. What does she think I am, a magician? I know, right? Like, now you see me, now you know. For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible. I'll do the same. Alright, let's get to work, Jonathan. Please do not misunderstand me. I still have my doubts. Oh. I shall be watching you. Make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you to use your conjuring tricks to distort evidence, for example. Alright, you hear that, Sonic? True Sonic fan? I know conjuring tricks. Wait, I know one on stream right now. Hold on, you want to see one? Now you see me? No, you don't. Call 911, True Sonic. Call 911. Because you can't see me. I'm back. Right. Well, anyway, I should make a start on investigating in here. Examining everything I can. Kazuma, I swear. I will avenge your death. Did Kazuma write that before he died? Thanks, you Sonic. That was funny. It looks like it's written in ink. He must have knocked the ink out from the desk when he collapsed on the floor. Then I suppose he wrote the message by dipping his finger in the spillage. Poor Kazuma. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it. I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of a clue in the final moments. Was he? I'm sorry, partner, but I cannot read your writing. I don't think that's Japanese. Son? What? And what language is it? Pains me to admit it, but I don't know. It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean? I wonder. Oh dear. That won't do. Oh, what's the matter, Citizen? Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused, I forget to look around properly. Ah yes, not good. I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard. Are you, Nathan? I'm sure you'll carefully look around using the left or right, aren't you? Yes. Now let's investigate all corners of this cabin. Okay. Yes, let's do that. I suppose my field of vision has rather small until now. That's cool. I think that's some kind of opening for ventilation, a hole through which fresh air can circulate. Not a little off. What do you mean? Well, there's ventilation. If that's what it is, looks like it might be connected to the next door cabin. Yes, it would appear too, you're right. But if that's the purpose, to allow fresh air into the room, surely it shouldn't be connected. Surely it should be connected to that. Oh, that's true. Perhaps it's so the rain and prey don't find their way in which the seas are rough, or something like that. I suppose, maybe that's it. This is it, yes, a bell cord contraption. What do you mean, contraption? Read about in a book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like that, which you could pull the ring to summon servants. Really, that sounds almost magical. Shall we give it a low try? Yes. In the interest of culture research, obviously. They want food. Suppose nobody comes for lower gem. No, I'm sure it's just that everyone's busy. That's all. It's just thoroughly. Can't find anything else. This is where dear Sakuman would have sat whenever he was writing. London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination. It looks as though his last entry is incomplete. Which means what? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue. Oh yeah. Oh, she flipped me again. It's out of the question. What? Kazuma would have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts. But what if it's something important? Something relevant to the case? Alright. I won't read it. She flipped me twice. Huh? Who's that? It wasn't there a minute ago. I know, he came out like a ninja. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European. Oh. How did he... You noticed that man too, haven't you? I have no idea who he is, how he got in here. But he looks suspicious and tall. Suspiciously tall. Naruto-san, don't tell me. You really not know who that is? Oh, I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual. And he's investigating Kazuma's desk, or is he just playing on it? I can't tell. I know, it looks so weird. Well, in that case, we simply must talk with him. And I'm just imagining, does Sana-san look almost uncomfortably excited? By the way, I expect that you noticed already, but just in case, you press A on people when you're in the crosshairs, you can converse with. Alright then, you get that suspiciously tall gentleman and see what he has to say for you. Oh, please do. Excuse me? Excuse me. You have a moment? It's a critical point in my investigation. What are you doing? What is this game? Oh, you probably remember me playing it like a month ago before I did that month Super Mario Maker 2 thing. It was the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I played it like every Monday for a little bit. And then we did like the first chapter. And then when it gets to like continue, I switched to like Pokemon and we were hatching eggs. How you doing today, Spider? Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly. Yes, perhaps that would be for the best. Ah! Greetings. I hope I haven't kept you. I'm gonna read that last sentence. Ah! What exactly were you doing on Kazuma's desk just now? Ah, I see. Fascinating. Sorry, what do you see? Makes it feels like he's looking. Oh yes, everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deduction has crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I precise. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, what? And now, when venturing toward foreign climates, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament. Okay, kind of crap. Had a midday, was meant to wake up at 7 for a run, do some revision, did none of that. Messed up your shave. But were you trying to like not do like how I do? I do like a whole clean shave. Were you trying to be like, oh, let me just take out let me like trim it down, or were you trying to like be like, let me just take out this and like keep the mustache on the goatee or something, you know what I mean? But you have an alarm for tomorrow, so you should be good. All right, cool. Oh, dude, I'm ready for Monkey again, and this time I'm gonna be a little bit more savage because you missed parts where I started, where Earth Lord and then we switched to me was starting to get a little bit more like a little bit more ruthless with things, you know what I mean? We were starting to get a little, because I was like, I'm like thinking to myself, man, I'm starting to be a little nice. Everyone's like rude and like mean. I was like, all right, maybe I gotta be a little bit aggressive, you know? There was a part where I think there was a girl. Yeah, it's all good, man. There was a part where a girl was like, ew, and then I said, I get more bitches than you. What are you talking about? It was so funny, dude. I almost cracked myself up when I said that, because I said that, like, I still remember the line, because I said that, like, right off the rip. Like, I was just like, she was like, ew. I was like, I get more bitches than you. What do you mean? Ew. I cracked up a little because she obviously skipped me, but I made myself laugh. I was like, oh my god. I was like, damn, savage moment right there. Savage moment. I'm gonna watch myself. I gotta watch myself in the stream because I was pulling some stuff in the chat and had some ideas to chat, but couldn't due to the yeah, dude. Yeah, I get it, man. As I said, I'm gonna be a little bit more like what I'm thinking of doing is when I do Monkey again, I'm gonna start off a little nice, like I did, but then I want to progress a little, maybe get a little bit more aggressive quicker, like because I noticed it took me a little bit to get, I guess, comfortable and to get into the groove of being a little bit more savage. You know what I mean? But I think I'm gonna like start off a little nice, then progress to be a little bit more meaner, depending on how. You know what I mean? What up, X Warrior? All right, let's continue this. Oh well, that's true at least. But how? How the deuce did I know that, perhaps? It was really a most elementary deduction. Hardly worth explaining. Are you nervous while doing it? Because when I was on Migos, it wasn't nervous, it was like... I don't know how to put it. In real life, I'm not very social with people. Like, I'll talk, and then that's it. Like if Sega comes in chat, he could tell you, like, our conversations are not very long. We'll just be like, hey, what's up, bro? How's it going? Oh, good. How's work? It's all right. And then we'll just be silent. So, like, I was trying to get in my own groove and trying to be like, all right, I'm going to try to have, like, a regular conversation, trying to talk with people. And then when I noticed they were trying to be like jerks and like call me fat and ugly, and I was like, all right, whatever, all right, you trying to call me that? All right, I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive now. And this is when you left, and like I said, there was a girl, she looked like she was high and no, there was some girl that said ill, and like I said, I told her I get more bitches than her, you know what I mean? It's not that, like, it was, like, more nervous. It was just, like, trying to get myself comfortable again talking with people. Because, like I said, when I talk to you guys, I don't hear the response. in the tone you guys saying it. I'm just reading it in the text of what you're saying. So I'm just like, and then Sega didn't help because he wanted me to. I asked chat. I think you were gone. You were gone. Yeah, you were gone. So I asked chat if they, whatever they wanted me to say, as long as it wasn't like the N word or whatever, I was gonna say it to those people. And he wanted me to say like, what was the line I'm trying to remember? Oh, like I'm sorry that my ugliness like ruins your day or something like something like that. And then he wanted me to like randomly talk to like the next person that was willing to talk to me in like a Stitch voice and stuff. That one was probably a little cool. The Stitch voice, like just right off the rip when someone came, I was like, "Hello, I'm Stitch. How you doing?" You know, just like I thought that was kind of a little cool. I hate my IRL social skills. I could speak to anyone and everyone sort of, but I could be a bit awkward. I hate my awkwardness. Plus, if I'm with friends, I get out of pocket, and it, yeah. But of course, a great many things. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do Monkey again on Kick. I think I might try it again on Saturday. Maybe I might even try doing it a little earlier, you know? Maybe I'll just do me instead of Earthlord, you know? Because like I like Earthlord, he's cool, but dude, that jacket is so tight, man. I'm not gonna lie. That jacket is so tight. I'm like it's because I've been, you know, putting on some pounds and eating it. The jacket's, you know, not how it used to be on me. Saying that you have seen TikTok. Wait, did that you've seen TikTok pranks when they propose? What? I gotcha. But of course, by the great man thing, there's no mystery, my dear madame. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are merciless revolutionary. You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake. You now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. And when the bewildered occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you ended his life too. Yes, I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No? No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these. Just to be clear, are you talking about me, are you? Certainly I am. You see another in his cabin who would fit the bill, a Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name? I don't even see one person who fits the bill. I would give awkward innocence of me struggling in public, but yeah. I mean, as you knew, I used to be a door. Wait, did I ever tell you I had a job of being a door-to-door salesman? That's why I say I'm fine with the public. It's just I got to get my own groove. You know what I mean? And that's what the problem was when I was starting off. You know what I mean with Monkey, because I was trying to get I was trying to get the flow. I was trying to get the flow. I was trying to like get the feel of how it was, because when I watched other people on Kick do it, dude, they made it like, dude, the way you watched me do it, and then the way if you watched like someone else do it, you would just be like, dude, oh yeah, I'm not family friendly. Like, dude, there's this guy. He calls himself. I'm not gonna say his username, but dude, he calls himself the ultimate. He calls himself a Rizzer, I guess, because he knows how to talk to these girls on Monkey. And dude, let's just say I was on his chat, and he got like a random girl on Monkey to like flash her tits, and I was like, all right. I was like, I'm just like, I was like, I'm like, okay then. Like this dude was like just cold stone. And I'm like, all right. I was like, I just got to be a little. like I said, just gonna get better in my groove and just get better. Like they say, the more I do it, the more I'll probably feel like the more I do it, the more I'll probably feel more comfortable, and the more I'll feel like you'll probably see me get a little bit more savager. Like my fiance can tell you, like I'm a real savage person. You piss me the hell off, and that's probably why I got savage later on because they were starting to piss me off with the ill and calling me ugly and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I don't care on like what they think and what their opinions are, but it's just like, but it's just like I was just getting tired, so I was starting to become a little bit more ruthless. I have traumatizing risk. I mean, dude, if I was like 100 pounds lighter, I would probably be a Riz master, man. Like, I don't know if you ever seen my high school photo, but dude, if like my high school photo was me 100 pounds. Yeah, because I'm like 280. My high school photo was me 100 pounds lighter, and I guess like a couple years younger because I was like 18 and I'm 30. So yeah. All right, spider, pulling it in. I got my high school photo right here. Let me do zoom in. This is me 100 pounds lighter. Look at this. I'll fuck your bitch. Dude, second could tell you I'd pull so many girls. It was crazy. 'Cause I know how to talk to women. It's just like, you know. Nah, but dude, look how like 100 pounds lighter. 100 pounds lighter because like I always like made sure to keep in shape and everything. And I used to wear my contacts a lot. And now I'm like super lazy to wear my contacts, you know? But I'm thinking if I'm gonna do this monkey app more often, I might try to get contacts back. Get contacts back again and start wearing because I need to get back into wearing. I'll get putting that back on later. Oh, well, for me, it's odd. I don't really like anyone in my school, so mostly approach people outside of my school. I have 3 incidents of awful failed riz. 1, you made the girl cry. 2, the girl scared. Oh no, please don't tell me you said some awkward stuff. Oh yeah, I remember that one. You told me that one in chat. And I was like, dang. Like, that's a rip. But did the music die? And you're plotting a revolution too. Shamefully behavior now, son. Wait, absolutely wicked. No, listen. There's no way. Hi. Oh my gosh, she flipped me again. Now explain yourself. Tell me everything. Dude, what happened to the music? Oh, there it is. I was like, dude, what happened to the music? And like, it died. The scared one, she was clearly older, like college age. I had an empty water pistol and went, you're under, that cringed me, dude. I'm sorry. That cringed me, man. No. I get what you were thinking, but no, man. Just no. 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 I'm like, I'm even like regretting your decision. I didn't do it. He didn't like the water pistol shot despite being empty, jumped and walked away, ignored my. Yeah, because, that could seem as a threat. That's why. Dude, like, if you think. I want to be real with you, Spider. I'm going to be 100% real with you. You can listen to me whether you want or whether you're not. And I'm going to give you some true, like, some real advice. If you think they're affecting your way in the baddest way possible, then I don't think that you either got to do one or two things. You got to either not listen to them or not be friends with them. Because I had two friends in my life, really good friends. We were really good friends. It was crazy how good friends we were. But they were toxic. Like, real toxic. And I just didn't know it because I thought it'd be like, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just with my friends, it's fine. But they were so toxic, and I would like and then I noticed those things I was doing that I wouldn't do normally, and I'm like, so there was one day I was just like, I just said to him, hey, I don't think we could be friends no more. And they were pissed that I ended the friendship. They were real pissed. I had to walk away because I knew they were bad for me, and I'm just like, if I kept them in my life, it probably would have been worse. Like, it was like I kind of felt bad after like a month or two, but then after that, I started feeling better without them in my life anymore. You know what I mean? We don't talk about the other one. Now they just need to put me in my place. They don't tell me when my ideas are bad. However, on the one when I scared the girl, two laughed, the other three told me how bad it was. They didn't like jump in and be like, "Hey, no, you shouldn't do it." Like, because if I was in that circle of friends, I would be like, "Yo, whatever your name is, I'll just say Spider." Like, "Yo, Spider, don't do that, man." Like, just go up to and talk to her. Like, hey, I saw you. I don't know. I don't know where you were. Let's just say you were in the park. Just be like, hey, I saw you on the other side. I thought you were kind of cute. How you doing? My name's Spider. What's your name? Yo, how old you? How'd you? Ah, nice. I'm this age, think you're kind of cute. Hey, what's your number? Give me a number. Boom! See, I still got it. I'm still smooth as hell, even though I'm a little fat and ugly, apparently, to these people on Monkey. But dude, can't mess with me on that. No, she was like, I said I need babysitting. Oh, damn. Let's just say Spider, during that door, when there was a story I never said to my fiance because I don't want her to feel insecure on it. Well, let's just say there was a couple times while I was out doing door to door. We could have gotten another deal, if you know what I mean. I'll put it in that term. Like, I could have sold her on something else. There was a couple times I saw it while I used to do that job, and I was like, oh, I'm engaged. I can't. But Look at you do it. For pity's sake, open your eyes. I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously. Oh. Oh, thought that only happens in movies. There was one time Sega was with me that I probably could have done it, but I was sick, and obviously I'm engaged, so I like how I said I'm sick was more important than I'm engaged. No, but I was engaged. And those many times I was by myself. And dude, there was a girl. I knocked on her door. I was trying to sell her, to help her save on electricity. She said she wasn't the owner of the house and said, "Do you know when she's coming back?" Complimenting her cooking. And then she was like, "Hey, you want to take..." She asked me if I wanted to take... She said these words, "Do you want to take a break?" I know what that meant. And I was just like, I had to get away from that situation because obviously, like I say, I'm engaged. But I know what that meant. So, so I was like, I got to do more sales, but I appreciate you want to say I take a break. And then I was like, I'm out. I was like, oh. Like I said, there was numerous times I probably could have if I was single. Anyway, currently focused on myself till summer at least, yeah. Or if you think it's gonna be a stupid idea, just tell yourself no. How about that one? That could also be another thing. It's like, this might be a stupid idea. Oh, you said you don't want to talk about the way you made the girl cry. Yeah, let's not talk about that. See, the one you forgot about the number, you were probably too busy checking her out. That's probably why you didn't think of it too quick. And as for you, what kind of delusion was that? You were just saying the first thing that came into your head. But was I not right? While venturing towards foreign climates, you do find yourself in the most troubling predicament, do you not? Oh, yes, maybe. Aha, there you have it. See? What do you make of that? Huh? Well, to be honest, this ship is on the route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So I'm not really sure you could call it deduction. It's more plain observation. Indeed, an observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. I would tell the story of the one where I made the girl cry, according to my... yeah, no, don't. It's all right. It's all right. So yeah, my plans for Saturday is do Fortnite like I always do, and when we're done with Fortnite, go right away to Monkey. Like probably like switch it up, go to Monkey. And like I said, I'll probably I might, like I said, I'm gonna start off being a little nice, and then I'll probably head into Savage if it gets to it. I might try to change my scene too when we do the Monkey. So it might not be right away, but I won't do what I did last time. What I did last time, as you saw, I probably like chatted. I did like a solo game or two. Then we chatted for like half an hour, and then I did it. So what I might do is, let's see if I can show you. There's a chair. Hold on, it might be hard to see. There's a chair right there. Right here. Might be hard to see because that crap in the way. Yeah, there's a chair right there. It's a big chair. I might try to like move everything over there so I don't have a green screen, because I feel like that threw people. I'm like thinking to myself that might have thrown people off too. You know what I mean? That might have thrown people off, like the green screen and people seeing it. So I'm seeing if I'm more in a background, maybe that might like where people could see stuff. Maybe that'd be better. You know what I mean? Sorted. I'll join. It's awesome. Also, cheers for the advice when we're proposing to random people. I'll be able to do, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm like I said, I'll probably still have the lights. We'll still have this. Obviously, we don't know how to make this camera work, which is sad. But no, you don't remember me streaming in the living room before I had a green screen on. No way, this was pure. That was pure beginning of Mixer. Never mind. Yeah, you probably didn't see it. Because, dude, I didn't remember. I don't know if you remember, but Mixer, I didn't stream until I had 555. I streamed without a camera until I had 555 followers. Then I had a camera, but because I didn't have a green screen, I actually streamed in that corner over there for a bit with the camera, and people did see in that area. And it was like and it was probably like a week or two, and then I got myself like a terrible like circle green screen that's like foldable. You could fold it in on itself. And then I started hating that, and then got like this, the Elgato one. Well, dude, I love this Elgato green screen. No, I was talking about Mixer, sorry. What was the first game you streamed on Mixer? It was Mario Maker 2. It was the first game I streamed. I played Mario Maker 2 until we played Pokemon Sword and Shield. And then it was Mario Maker 2 all the way till obviously Mixer. No, I did Mario Maker 2. Then I did a little bit of Animal Crossing, I think it was, on Mixer. And I think we did a little Fortnite, but not much, if I remember. And that was till Mixer died. And my first game... Yeah, I don't think you were there for early Mixer either. Mario Maker 2 either. My first game when I streamed on Twitch when I was 18 was a wrestling game. I just can't remember which one it was. It was like one of the older wrestling games, 18 years old. But yeah. But dude, I'm excited to do Monkey again. Like I said, I'm going to do it in that corner. People are going to see the living room. I'm still going to have the nice lights, this nice camera. I stupidly wish I could have this camera though, but you know. Now I appreciate it, Sonic. Alright, let's get back to the game. My method is found upon the observation of truffles you've seen. I announce my findings with brasserie, certitude. More often than not, I'm right. I don't think you introduced yourself. Oh, this guy is so weird. Spider, you just came into this? This dude is Sherlock Holmes, but backwards. I'm none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women the world over. It's a mineral, Sherlock Holmes. And now the music starts up, game! Dude, the music's been like nothing, and then now he's like, I introduced myself. The music's like, it's my cue. So it's really you, the actual Sherlock Holmes. You mean Sherlock Holmes, but like in different ways. I had my face reveal goal on Twitch at 400, but changed it to 200 because you can't stream as much as you want to. Yeah, it's understandable. It's I understand you can't stream as much. I stream because I enjoy streaming. I like streaming, and I have the time to do it. And I know you have like a hard time of finding time to do it. Like I said, which is understandable. Like, cause your mom, the way you tell me is your mom bugs you a lot and everything. Well, I'm grateful to have like my fiance that is cool with me streaming, is fine with it. She's not like, oh, how dare you stream and not give me attention, you know? She's cool with it. She encourages it, and she's happy because she said it's something that you could tell, you know, genuinely, you know, makes me happy, because like I tell her what makes me happy the most is seeing reoccurring people. I tell reoccurring people, new people, just people in general, and because like, I love like seeing Spider come in the chat and be like, hey, even if it's for like a couple minutes, but it makes me happy because it's like, you know what, he decided to, even though you saw my stream on this day, he decided to come back. It makes me feel like, oh, you know what, he enjoys my content. Makes me happy when I see you, True Sonic. Like, uh, support me this way. Makes me happy for like, Lady Gweebs, Dragon Hunters, like all of it. It's just like it makes me ecstatic when I'm like I see someone that I've seen before come back again, or multiple occasions and multiple times, multiple areas, or even new people when they come and I can meet new people in that way. I mean, it's just like it's crazy, and I appreciate it. And I'm like super grateful. Yeah, and your mental health and physical health. Yeah, my fiance said she could never stream with she could never stream with a camera. Sorry, that was her wording. She said she would stream, but never with a camera. And I was like, I get that. I'm like, if anything, you could always do a VTuber. I said if you want, because I said VTubers are pretty in the range, No, I know what you meant. Yeah, I know what you meant, True Sonic. The very same, the inimitable, actual Herlock Shalens. Do you know this man, Dr. Son? The most famous detective in the world, Dr. Son. Of course I do. There's no one who hasn't heard of him. I mean, technically I haven't. What planet have I been living on then? You must ask him what he's deduced. We will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure. Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this? Is that what it looks like? A broken piece of glassware? VTubers are crazy, and man, I miss VR. Can't wait till we get my room sorted so I can VR. And not all VTubers are crazy. I think I met a couple VTubers that are cool, and well, they seem cool and chill with me at least, Whatever this thing is, it appears to be broken clear into two. Glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little gesture fashion from Himiko outfit. I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He would have secretly carried a cute little trinket like that around with him, wouldn't he? I have a fear of people seeing me because of my disability and the fact that how I get treated in real life about how I look, but a lot of people who highly support me really want to. Yeah, there's someone else I want to see, and I've been pissed off that apparently they had been seen on camera and I've never gotten to see them. And every time I ask about it, I always get excuses about it. And that's McGee's wife. That's the one that's probably pissed me off the most. I understand and I get it, and I understand your reasoning, True Sonic. And my fiance has not obviously the same exact reasoning, but to her, she's overweight. She feels she'll be judged because of it and be made fun of because of it. Because there is people out there, that like I've seen it too when people were seeing the dude Spider. There's the guy that I told you that I saw the girls thing off. Dude, every time he saw a fat girl, he was like, "You fat bitch," and I'm just like, I thought it was a little funny because the way he was saying it, but like I'm also feeling like a little pain because like I get like some of us might be like a little like have some weight, maybe might be a little obese, maybe might not even be in our control, but it's like someone's personality, whether their weight, whether it's something you think that's personally entirely wrong with them, should be the thing that should outshine them. Shouldn't be the thing, because there's a lot of people I've dated in my life that you would say are quote unquote attractive people, and dude, they are like, some of them, like a lot of the women I've ever dated on cheated, like either cheated, try to use me, try to whatever, just because like they knew they thought they were the shit. Put it in that way, they thought they were the shit. They thought they were like, hey, I'm all that. But I'm just, some people forget, you gotta look behind the cover and see the person who it really is, Yeah. People who treat people differently and ridicule people for something they can't change. Yeah. I mean, when people call me fat, it is something I can change. I'm not gonna lie on that. It is something I can change. I can change my weight because I can do something. I don't start work till like 10 o'clock in the morning. I might go with my fiance at 6 o'clock in the morning to go with her job because I don't drive. But what I could do is wear regular clothes, bring cologne, bring deodorant, go, since it's now getting warmer, go out, like I always have a copy of the key, go out and like jog around the neighborhood or something every day, like jog around the neighborhood. Like I don't have to do too much intense workout, so I'm not tired for work. But go for a jog, for like half an hour, 45 minutes the most. Come back to car, then go to like my sleep, and then when I wake up, go to work with the regular clothes, then change to my work clothes. Like if I go early enough, obviously, change to my work clothes, put on the deodorant, then put on like a ton of cologne, so I smell good. And then if I do that, dude, if I do that every day, that'd be Monday through Friday. I would get rest Saturday and Sunday. And you know how much weight I would lose occasionally if I did that with eating right and drinking right? Dude, when I put my mind to it, Spider, I have lost, because I was overweight before. And obviously I'm overweight now again, but when I was overweight before, when I put my mind to it, I lost 100 pounds in 4 days putting my mind to it. And when I tell people that story, they think it's crazy because, one, I lost that much weight that quickly. And then they're like, how? You go on like some dieting program or whatever? I said, no. I watched a workout thing that, I'm not going to lie, I illegally downloaded, but it's called, oh crap, what's it called now? I forgot what it's called now. Wow. The not elite. Well, I burnt it on a CD so long ago when I was so young. So, you know. So yeah, but yeah. Uh, yeah, Mystic. Okay, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I don't like it, especially when they can't change it. However, if you're getting dodge, especially online, it's easy to dig. Yep, within reason. I I may feel the way I do about myself and worry about what others say. I do also know that I have an amazing team behind me. Besides me, they'll jump in front of me. Sonic, if you haven't realized, it's something I've never discussed too openly, or I don't think I've ever discussed it on stream before. I probably said, well, there's one thing I have discussed before I get into that one. I have something wrong with my speech because my mom always told me I had a speech. I had a speech problem and I had to go to speech therapy. And I noticed there is something. There's people that say they can't really notice it as well, but I notice it when I speak and when I talk. That I do have a little bit of a speech problem in the way of how I talk, because sometimes I do, as you probably noticed, I do like a lot of pausing because I'm trying to think, or I'm trying to recollect of what word I would care to use, and how I gotten better and better at using more I guess, educated words, even though I was raised up in a bad neighborhood. I, learned, studied, and figured out like different words. Yeah, I still probably can't spell to the best of life of me. I mean, you probably notice I pause a lot though, right, Spider? Like when I talk, you probably don't notice it as much because I don't pause. I don't pause very long, but you probably do notice that like the way my sentences of how I speak, I do have like I feel I have like maybe it's in my own head that sometimes my pauses are longer, maybe in my own head, but there is moments where I'll like pause for like maybe like a second or two of trying to figuring out of what next word I have to say. But yeah. Yeah, you notice it? Yeah. I notice a line, obviously that eats me up a lot, but that's not the one thing I've talked about that I've not talked about on stream, because I have talked about on that on stream. The one thing I probably never talked about, but I guess we're now gonna talk about it. I don't know if you've had this type of programming where you're at, Spider, but you're gonna be a little bit in shock of this, True Sonic. I used to be in special need when I was in school. You don't know what special needs are, Spider. It's basically when people were either on the spectrum of needing extra help, of when they were too extreme. Because you probably have seen some people that were on the level of extreme, and they're nonverbal, they can't talk, all that other different stuff. You know, some people probably would make fun of those, but yeah, I was on the spectrum of in between of what that mean of it. Like I was on the spectrum of where they're like you need to be in special needs, but I also probably could have like gotten out of special needs if I tend to got a little bit more educated in my smarts, basically. Yeah, you definitely know what special needs are. Yeah, I was in special needs all of my high school life, and all of my high school life. I had like I had like an IEP, meetings with my family and stuff, and they talked about that. They said I was really close to even getting out of special needs, but they felt it would, I guess, help me still in a way that because I still needed that help. There's a few of my school, my younger cousins in that group, I think. Yeah, but mine was a different program in the special needs more than others, because mine would be I would never get the like how when you would answer a question on a test and you have to think of the answer. When I would answer a question on the test, a lot of mine would be multiple choice. Like I would have more multiple choice in my test than you would in your test, because my test had to be more modified to my needs for it. Yeah, that is a black hue. Yes, you're right. It's the color of the brick, isn't it? Well, I think I trip on probably a lot of these people's names because I have no idea how to say it. They did it to me, but only because because they didn't want to teach me. Even though I was under the smart meter, I had an IEP as well. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I have no idea how I actually got into being in special needs, which is so weird, True Sonic. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because if I told you of why suddenly I became special needs, because I lived in Wisconsin for a year when I was in sixth grade. I was incredibly smart, like ridiculous. like True Sonic, I was ridiculous. Like I was the head of the chess team. I was able to actually invent. I don't know if you ever heard of what Mad Libs is. It used to be a thing where you could fill in like words and say, "Oh, you want a noun? You want an adjective? You want a whatever?" You know, I don't know if you ever seen those before. They used to be like little booklet things. They were called Mad Libs, and it'd be like different themes or different whatever, and you could like it would be like, "Oh, fill this in with a noun," and you'd fill it in with a noun, whatever. I was actually able to make. I was so smart on the spectrum. I was actually able to make my own. I was actually able to make my own Mad Lib to the point where the teacher thought it was so good that she actually printed them out and said we should try these out because I made that. And we even had a computer class while I was in the 6th grade where I actually made a video game. Like I made a video game and people thought it was crazy. And I did that and I was only like 10 years old for Sonic. And then I completed school. I was in Wisconsin. And then my dad grabbed me, said, "Apparently your mom left to go back to Massachusetts. We had to come back to Massachusetts." Then my dad left me with my grandmother for like 2 years, almost 3 years, without me ever seeing both my mom and both my dad. And then for some reason, my smarts flipped a switch. You don't think that happens at all in the UK? Oh wow, Spider, yeah. They try to get my mom to sign your rights away when you were 16 because they said disability when I was capable of having rights. Yeah. Mad Libs are amazing. Yeah. I haven't seen Mad Libs since I was in middle. I didn't know if those things still existed. That's why I asked. Because I'm gonna say I haven't seen those things since middle school. So I was like, those things still exist. That's a very large traveling suitcase, isn't it? Yes. It carries a lot of memories for me. Memories? What do you mean? Well, that's actually how I was stowed away. I was brought on board inside that case. Ah, yes. I see it. It says, "This way up," in Japanese, which in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewmen wouldn't have been able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor in here. Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds. Well, it's it's least painful than her takedown. Hilarious. Anyway, gotta get some sleep. Gotta wake up for your run tomorrow. Have a good day, everyone. All right, I'll catch you on Wednesday where we're gonna be streaming Lunar Magic. Me making the start of my first ROM hack, which is gonna be pretty cool. So I'm gonna be doing that on stream. Also, there might be changes in my schedule soon, Spider. I'll make an announcement on it, if anything, you know. I'm still debating on it, so. But yeah, catch you later. Have a good run tomorrow. The books have fallen over on the shelf. Look, they're all toppled the same way. And what's that? A statue of the god of the sea? Although he's fallen over as well. Gotcha. That is definitely awesome though, bro. I knew my ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, and 2 years in both English and Spanish. And also my colors as well. Nice. Yeah, I think my hardest subject I had was English. Like, I was not good in English, but for some reason the classes I excelled in the best when I was in high school was science and math. Like, I excelled. Like, I was almost, like, let's just say this, True Sonic. When I left high school and went to college, they test you on math, history, and English, and I did so well on the math test that they said I actually didn't need to take their math, and they just handed me over the credits. It's like, yeah, they're like, you don't need to take our math. Here's the credits. And I was like, what? Like, you don't need to take the math class. You excelled in the test. Here's the credits. I'm like, okay. But basically, they were telling me I was too smart for their math. Like, for some, but now I'm stupid in math, which is, I think, is the funnier thing now, through Sonic. But like they say, you don't use it, you lose it, and that's what happened to me. You have to. I sometimes wish in life they had things you learned in school still like outside of school, because it's just like, like I always thought that was so, not you, like I always thought it was like a weird terminology. Someone said to me, oh, you use it, if you don't use it you lose it, and then I'm like, what do you mean? And then I'm like, I was like, cocky. I'll just say it. I was a cocky little shit. I'll just say that, really was. I was a cocky little shit. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lose me being this smart in math. What are you talking about? And now I'm like, obviously I could do like the basic addition, some basic multiplication, but I can't do like the advanced trigonometry I used to do before. My brain's like, And yes, it's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked and everything moved down at once. I wonder if perhaps it was Kazuma doing his morning sword training. You think? I seriously doubt it. Then perhaps it was you, Daddy-san, in the fit of rage. I wouldn't have bothered leaving the war just to mess up a few books and a statue. Could the way these things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case? I wonder. Oh, I just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess, because she's gonna throw me. Okay, I thought she was gonna throw me again. Don't be bad. I lost most of my Spanish. I only knew once. I only know some now, and I sometimes question my English. It's okay. We all question our English. You probably obviously know the beginning of Spanish, right? Like the hola, ¿cómo estás? Me too, fantastic. Tu quiere uno brazo, tu loco in the cabeza, that'd be guy. Tu loca in the cabeza. Hi, honey. How are you? I heard you come in. How was the doggies?
Little brats at the end.
Little brats at the end? What'd they do? What'd they do, honey? Aww. Yes. The guy in the corner is supposed to be dressed like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? No, he's a Russian sailor. So how you doing, Jim Powell? Podcast? What's up, my dude? Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in the cabins. Pets are mostly strictly forbidden. I'm doing good. Yo, have you made a profile on... I don't know if you've heard about Kick or have made a profile on Kick. But yeah, I stream there. I might be changing my schedule soon. Maybe by next week, but I'll like make an announcement on it on like Twitter and stuff like that. But I don't know if you saw that. Like I reached 250 followers. I'm on the road to get verified over there, which is partnered over here. all I need is 50 concurring viewers, man, which is crazy. 50 concurring viewers. Stay Puff is right. No, the guy in the story is Russian. He's dressed up like a sailor. Because we're on a ship. We're on a ship. What? Why are you staring at me? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet? I cannot decide. Wow. Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here. I investigated thoroughly, but cannot find anything out of place. No, this definitely seems out of place. What do you mean? Oh yes, I followed you on Kick already. I made one, not sure if I want to mess with it yet. No, understandable. I already got my first Kick payout, which was cool. You know? Like, I had 8 subs, it was. I got like 30, it was like 30 something bucks, like 37 and some change. Because like the split there is like 95.5, so it was pretty cool. I already got my first payout by them, and I haven't even been there a month. Like the next 2 streams I do this week, I'm now gonna be there for a month, which is cool. And Kazuma's precious sword, he never went anywhere with it. Yes, he was always saying that the Japanese man's katana is his soul. But I appreciate the follow. I didn't know you followed me before, but I appreciate you following me. Pal, it means a lot to me, bud. It really does. Like, I'm not trying to say it, just to say it. It really means a lot that you guys followed me from Twitch. The kid gave me a follow over there. Seriously means a lot to me, you know what I mean? I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on this trip. I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone, but I'm not ready to let spirit go. What that? That's my dinner from last night, our roast chicken. It was really tasty. Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? But did you eat it on the floor here? No, I'm not a dog, Generous son. I ate at the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended on the floor. Yeah. To be honest, I taught myself more things than school ever did. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I got taught, I think, outside of school was because I lived in a bad neighborhood, so obviously, you know, street knowledge, and I learned how to, this is probably the saddest thing ever, but I never learned how to write a check till I was in college because of a YouTube video. Because I had to write out a check, and I didn't know how to write out a check because my mom was the write out a check. I didn't know how to write out a check. I go into YouTube and go, how do you write out a check? And because of YouTube, I also learned how to tie a tie. Because my dad didn't know how to do it, so I had to teach myself how to tie a tie. Yeah. No, that's right. So he didn't touch it, which meant all the more for me. Oh no. What does that mean? Poor Kazuma spent all last night on Earth with an empty belly. It's just too horrible. I suddenly have a guilty conscience and a achy stomach. My dinner from last night, roast chicken. Oh my god, do I have to go through this talking again? At least you learned. That's all that matters. Not sad at all. I mean, I found it sad that you didn't learn that, you know, school doesn't teach you. Well, I would understand maybe the buying your time, but at least writing a check. You know what I mean? Genji, the Japanese word for justice. Brush's strokes are straight and true, just like Kazo. Yes, his calligraph always was a reflection of his art. Yet you can really look at the characters without feeling shame, knowing who drew them so thoughtfully. Of course I can. I mean, I am innocent, so why shouldn't I be able to? Even though you stowed away on the ship? How are you gonna bring that up? I can't win. He didn't teach me that either, so I mean, to be honest. I literally think school needs to be redesigned to teach you things that you're gonna be learning or doing in the outside world. There's probably one thing school actually taught me. Well, two things. Actually, wait, two things? There's a couple things I won't say how many things, but there's multiple things I've learned from school. One, to better my skill in cooking, because in high school I had a cooking class. And what they did, which was cool, True Sonic, is they picked you up on a bus at my school, brought you to a place where they actually serve food, legitimately serve food, not like oh, this is a make-believe place. But brought you to a place where there was customers, like legitimate people that came, and each person had to play a role in the restaurant. You know, like, oh, maybe I'm the cashier for a day, for the week or something like that. You're the waiter, you're taking orders. And Sega's in the back, help cooking, you know, like cutting or whatever. And because of that, I learned how to be a better cook. And the cool thing is, if they had tips, they would give the tips to the students. It wouldn't be much, but, you know, getting, hey, sometimes $2 was, which I thought was cool. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, you gotta remember, it was a class. It wasn't like a legitimate jobs. I thought it was kind of a cool thing, you know what I mean? There's nothing on this table at all. The plate and the coloring are all over the floor for some reason. Yes, it's strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still. No, wait a minute. What is it? That's funny. I can't remember anything about what happened after dinner at all. So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Cosmos. No. When I went for help, the crewman forced the door open. His boat has been firmly closed. Huh. It's a quite small boat. It's not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across and secures the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there'll be no way to get inside the cabin. That's for sure. It's no wonder everyone suspects. But she glares at me like, feel tensed up and down to my spine. If I remember reading one detective novel, the culprit uses a needle and a thread to draw a hole across from the outside of the room in a situation like this. Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself, but the door of this cabin and the frame are made out of metal, and they're sealed together perfectly. There'll be no possibility of using that needle, thread, or cure, I'm afraid. When she glares at me like, steel pins and needles, walking down my spine. Perhaps I should see what the restaurant crew makes. Excuse me. Oh no. What? I was wondering, how's it going, the investigation? Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes. But it's not true, I see. Sorry? A criminal asking investigation for information about it. Very funny. Oh, it wasn't supposed to be. He doesn't appear to be laughing either. He's convinced you're guilty. He might have useful information though. I have to keep trying. One thing school taught me was that students aren't the only ones that can be bullies, teachers. Yeah. Yep. So last night, did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? Of course not. Now back to the corner in the room. Now back to the corner of the room and make silence. Say no more to you. Did I hit a nerve? Just for a minute there, he seemed a little flustered. I can't get the water. I guess the only thing left to investigate is the wardrobe. And then it's some 2 weeks since we set from Japan. Have we really been living that wardrobe the entire time, noticing? I think living isn't quite the right description. Oh no, I suppose not. Although, it must have been rather exciting making this voyage in your own secret hideout. The trouble was I never knew but because of that, you had no idea what's happening here in the cabin. No, sadly not. Check, 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 check. Let's check, check, check. Table check. Storage check. I can't check this mess, which is weak. Let's check. And we got everything. Great detective. So, you're a great detective, aren't you? Sorry, what was your name again? Indeed, I am none other than one only Herlock Shalom's. Oh, I see. You're German Herlock, was it? No. No her. I have hair. Please call me Shalom. To read all about my exploit in this exciting London publication. Ah yes, Rancid magazine full of wonders, short stories, and interesting articles for reading. I never miss an issue I haven't sent from England especially. Ah yes, here it is. Adverse of Herlock Shalom. So you're this protagonist in a series of short stories. Indeed I am. And you read so many of your own stories, you started to think you're a real detective? Makes no sense. I'm not the poor, deluded fellow you take me for? Your appearance is backward. Backward? I no problem, Ironlaw. Thank you so much for hanging out. I greatly appreciate you. Hopefully get some good rest, Ironlaw. We'll catch you on Wednesday, as you know, where we're going to be making a ROM hack on stream. I wish myself luck. That's going to be interesting. I feel like it's going to be cool at the same time, but yeah. It's funny though, because can't remember nothing from school, but can remember every single thing, everything about Sonic. I mean, I honestly remember more the bad things than I do the good things. And I feel like that's kind of sad that I shouldn't have to remember that. That's what I remember most, you know? You have a biography, do you? Isn't everyone? Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson. Reservedly keeping shop in London. Dr. I must say, thanks to the publication, I've been fascinating busy of. By this very moment, I'm returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of the cursed royal crown. Really, I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously. Deduction, you see, is to me a science, logically reasoning in its purest form. Science? Really? Same, I'm gonna say there was good, but yeah, no. I mean, I had some good moments, but yeah. A furtive glance, a twitch of muscle, a slightest inclination of posture, fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows on the skin. All these things are data. Alright. And the trained logicist makes deduction from this data. Think of it. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, truth. As I demonstrated only a few moments ago. How can you look at me in the eye and claim that? So you see, I have turned both for observation and for deduction. That is what makes me the one and only, Herlock Shalom. Have you managed to deduct anything about this particular place yet? Have I managed to deduct anything, my dear fellow? Who do you suppose discovered the caliber in the most cunning hiding place? That's right. There was none other than the greatest detective before you now, Mr. Herlock Shalom. Ah, I see. In other words, I'm in these now because when I became anxious about Cosmosa this morning, I summoned all the crew members to the force's cabin door open. And I concealed myself among the numbers gate entry to the time. Yes, luckily for everyone, great detective Herlock Shalom. And these handcuffs seem to be an excellent fit, Mr. Buhadon. I no problem. Hope you have a good dinner. Thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate you being here. Like I said, I'll be streaming again Wednesday here on Twitch. If you want to check out Kick, I'll be streaming on Kick on Thursday. I stream the same time, so 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. Well, it's actually more 4:30 to 8, but like half an hour earlier. But I'll be streaming on Kick on Thursday, Friday again on Twitch, and Tuesday again and Saturday again on Kick, which is 2 to 7. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate you, and I want you to never forget that you are fantastic. Oh, really? 2 facts, you say? Thank you for the hearts. Have a good one. Mr. Alone, just tell us, please. What 2 facts were apparent to tell you when you came into this one? Yes, of course. Let us be precise. The 2 facts and questions were immediate, apparent to me. Yes, I understand, but what were they? Allow me to elucidate. The 2 facts I deduct from Ramir Mensmering at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number 1. The cabin was locked from within, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question. Number 2. The victim was Russian, killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. Hold on, Michelle. What made you think the victim was Russian? Observant, the dying message left by the victim on the floor. It's a Russian word for wardrobe. Do you really think Kazuma could have left a dying message in? I don't think he could have. In the final moments, many find the native tongue filling their head for this young man, Russian. Kazuma was Russian? Was he? Potentially, I considered Gerholi may be the name killer, a certain Rob Gerholi, perhaps. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it'd be wrong not to look inside of the wardrobe there, where we found you, Mr. Bardet, sleeping soundly. Quite so, I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer. Why is it that I'm Russian too? I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. If my memory serves, the outfit is the traditional dress of the... What? Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people. I had no idea. And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong. I took a photograph of the victim and the message that I might analyze for possible hidden details. This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered before the body was removed. Yes, Kazuma has already been taken away when I woke up. This is the first time I'm actually seeing him like this. Are you alright, Mr. Nahana? Oh, yes. Thank you. The photograph of the crime scene has been entered in the court record. Can I ask you something, Mr. Shaloms? What? You mentioned Russian before, well, didn't you? You know when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all of that. Ah, yes, the train of reasoning that led to the truth. Would you mind explaining the train of reasoning to me, do you think? Certainly, if that interests you. How many times I'm not Russian, I don't speak Russian. Can we talk about your deduction before? The thing you conclude about me. The now famous accurately troubled predicament you find yourself. Actually, it was the other detail that I was more hoping to. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary in his... or whatever. Ah yes, the more Theodotus It was fairly commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning paper. The main headline reads: Revolutionary Vahod leaves Russian via Shanghai. This vessel made a port call Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered. Since when was Kazuma? Sounds like Mr. Stallone has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma wrote on the floor. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of the crime was the same merciless vigilante who would have killed the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you, blind Promiscu. No, how could it be me? I don't look anything like this man. Look at his face. Well, you are fierce and revolutionary, after all. Therefore, you have no doubt learning to revolutionize your appearance as well. Please? And I might add, your name does not appear in the ship's passenger list. Need I say more? Well, that's because I was stove. What about the other details? 16 victims of assassination at the Crystal Tower. Oh yes, journalism clearly interviewed the man and printed out all those particulars in the article. These that the man has particular thus far and that he is plotting. Yes, everything about the revolutionary boss included. There can be no mistake. Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder? What about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan? Also quite clear here, stated in the article, Mawiske is recently returning after a period of subject activities in a war-torn region of... Where even is that anyway? It's Afghanistan. Here, take the paper for yourself as a little memo of introduction. And you may find the article on the back of interest as well. On the back. Dash your eye over it sometime if the interest takes you, though you may need someone to interpret. Is it all written in Russian? I couldn't hope to read it, but I suppose it couldn't hurt just to glance at the article. Might be a picture or two. This is interesting. Have you found someone revelate now or something? Well, no. Looks like it might be. I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. No, nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young princess. Very pretty. I suppose you enjoy it. Suppose you enjoy articles like this, do you? I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. I'm glad you noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of its content. Oh, thank you. Pops up everywhere, this Mr. Shalom. It's about the disappearance of this young lady last. Renowned prime ballerina Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During her performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She, of course, the talented young Nikolava Vala. Why are Russian names so hard to remember? It appeared that the woman was a costume found to be missing from her dressing, wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 10,000 rupees. Oh, how much is 10,000? Yes, I have no idea. I'm quite sure. Must be unbelievably. Zodiacal signs are shining like diamonds themselves. The tiara is a property of the Novocash Valley, and it would seem that the director is besides herself with work. Yes, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavila and the valuable tiara. Their request immediately assistant of all ports with failing the curtain. This be another case of a Russian fleet. His or her country? Doesn't seem to be the Russian. Ooh, excuse me. I'm not even going to dignify that response, Mr. Alright guys, before we get to the next question, I'm going to be right back. I got to use the restrooms. I will be right back, chat. Through the upload phase, one of my newest Yoshi population trial, 4 out of 4. It is, I'm hoping for it to be really hard. Oh my god. Ah! Without the training wheels, you're literally not day one of riding a bike without training wheels, and that's what everything else is in life, you know? Oh. Hi. Oh, I'm not supposed to. Yeah, because what you're supposed to do for the trick segment, you're supposed to hold grab, jump off, let go of grab, and then jump, and then boom. That's how you do it. I love how like I was missing the move, and then I decided in your head. The only kind of kid TV shows was probably when I was a kid. Maybe theme songs in my head, like the Go Go Power. Not finishing it because I don't want to get DMCA'd, but you know. Or the I Wanna Be. Don't want to finish that because of DMCA, but you know. Oh! Oh my god. Card tricks. Red. Let's go! It's the psychology for Mario Maker. Not well, it's a big book, but I got it. He gave it to me, sent it to me in like a Word document. I'm gonna read it over when I start my. Let's go! Yoshi, come back. Sorry, Yoshi. I had to save myself. Let's go! Do level like 10 times. Alright, we're back. Well, before we start talking, examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Kazuma? Ah, yes, the victim. Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all? Observation for a moment. The desk top of the victim. It seems that the victim was engaged in penning London Diary because I'm keeping notes. I'm not sure. But I don't think you should read his private writing. It could upset people. Tragic. It's something you ought to perhaps include before the end. You mean you read it already? It is my business to know what other people do or do not. Yes, I believe it or not. By knowing Mattingham. Oh, I see. Got to know the Husko takedowns. So, this is saying, aren't you gonna throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns? I'm so sorry, Nagisa. What on the earth do you mean? Life is so unfair. Anyway, to return the matter at hand, namely this diary belonged to the victim. It would appear that the final sentence is incomplete, as the author was cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray be precise as to the detail. Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese. A smattering, dude. Smattering. Say-san, Bor-san, Ireka, I trust you subtly. This diary is literally with complicated looking characters of which I can read precisely not. So what was all that showing off? If you would be so kind as to show me, I'd be happy to read it for you. I must oblige. Oh dear, madame. Wow. The final entry here in Kazuma-san's diary consists of just two short sentences. First read, 1:23 a.m. I could hear faint whistling. Whistling sound. These are very deep waters. Pray go on. Second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. It looks some like of a speckling tingling from the ventilator grill. It looks some sort of speckling band is dangling from the ventilator. Speckling band. What on earth does that mean? I have no idea. I've never heard of this. Ventilator. The man was presumably referring to his lactate animal next to the Joystick cap. Yes, the wedding cabin. Kazuma's diary has been entered into the courtroom. Well, I believe I've given you enough consideration for the time being, at least. Do you have somewhere to go? Or as it happens, the victim's writing in his diary has piqued my interest. Matter of warrants further investigation, I believe. As if I am still too long, the seasickness takes hold. Oh, I suppose you think of investigating the cabin next door, the ventilator is connected to? Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental liberation. Yes, I intend to investigate, and the truth will become clear soon enough. You think perhaps we can go with you? It'll be somewhat complicated. What but why? A simple glance at your wrist could reveal the answer. After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter. No, there's no point trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Whatever you do mean. I have no recollection of naming you culprit. You must be joking. You just said only a moment ago. Hear me. Are you clearly misguided? What a, I would have no cause to say. Oh, actually, Mr. Slomes, I did hear you say that too. Quite sure? Well, it's very strange. I wouldn't have said you would have said you face of a criminal. Really? So what were you looking? He's before some great detective you. Well, anyway, that is. What do you mean? What I mean, sir, is if you're the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept. Now he just. Yep. And off he goes, having just laughed in my face, his sense of humor as twisted as his. Hana-san, what are you standing there for? Go investigate the cabin next door as well. Aren't you forgetting something? About these. No way, After Kazuma spent his dying moment struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? You're just gonna roll over and accept your fate? You gave me a voice and wrong part. That is true. Stop flipping me! She like flipped me like 2 or 3 times and then it flipped the other guy just because she was a fan. I think we still have some investigation to finish off in here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to. Good idea. I mean, there's nothing much. The situation doesn't look good for me, but there are still nothing I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this. The real culprit. Is something wrong, notice him? Oh no. It's just that a crewman standing by the door. I can't help feel like I've seen him somewhere. Oh yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir. Like, huh? Yes, what can I do you for? Is it? I didn't know you were here, Inspector. Hello again. What are you doing here? I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you. My heart stopped. Nearly stopped. I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew on board the ship. Again? You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector. If there's anything I could do to help you, please ask. Never expected to see this man on board. But perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless. Oh. Oh, I like the new loading screen. I don't know if we'll have time to hatch eggs. Excuse me. Let's see what came to update. A more Splat. The final wave of Splatoon looks. I think that's. Yeah, I knew about the. Let's play, I guess, Mark. Yeah. All right, let's go. Changed it to Burger Time Deluxe. Yo, welcome home. Oh, hey, Sag, I want to show you something. Or is this it? Yeah, this is not what I want to show you. You know my tattoo. But I was trying to find something I could use for an image. Oh, is it not on all files, I guess? All right, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Someone made me, Sega. But I gotta. Hold on. Let me minimize it. It's cooler when you could see the whole thing. Look at this. The thing's sick. Look at that. There we go. That's a better place. Look at that. That's cool. All right, we're gonna be playing Burger Time Deluxe because I didn't get done with the part, but I was starting to get a little not bored, but like, dude, I feel like episode 2. Dude, I feel like episode 2 is starting to become like episode 1, man. I'm like, oh, I hate that, man. I hate it, Sega. You remember how in episode 1 I was framed for killing someone, and then I had to figure out how to find myself a way to make myself be like, hey, I'm not guilty? That's exactly what's happening in episode 2. I got woken up to now being blamed that I am accused of murder, and now I have to tell them why I didn't murder this person. I'm like this is such a lazy story for a game, you know? It was so lazy. So I had to stop because I was like pulling my hair, like, why am I getting the same, like, almost story? You know? I don't know. Which makes me sad because I was excited to play that game. So, yeah. Now I'm like, if this is gonna keep being the same thing, I don't know. You know? Right back. Hey, no problem, Singer. I used to love this game for when it was on, I think it was like the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo it was. It was much more cooler, I think. The Game Boy one does seem a little bit weirder. Triple kill! Yeah, because the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo Entertainment one looks so much cooler. This one I'm kind of like, eh. I just wanted to play it because I wanted to see what they made of this version. Oh. Come on, this is unfair. This is unfair. This is unfair. How am I supposed to dodge it? Unfair. I wish they come out with the other ones because, like I said, that Burger Time one was fun. This one I'm kind of like. Let's go. No. Sounds good. I'm gonna figure out either another Game Boy game or something else. I feel like that game is unfair. Kirby. No, I don't want to play back. I guess I'm just gonna put game. I'm just gonna put the title as game retro. Just demon. Retro. All right, now let's update the last one. Be that one. Update. Oh, let's play Side Pocket. There we go.
Presented by Data East.
Oh my god, I wonder whatever happened to Iguana Entertainment. God, this is gaming revolutionary. Look at the realism, Sega. Realism. Oh, look at that. Got it in the pocket. Realism. Dang. Oh, now it wants me. Son of a biscuit. Ah. Oh, look at that finesse. Let's go. Come on, Sega. The realism. Oh, look at that. That was bad. Oh, come on. Did we win? This training? Oh, could have been in. I blame Sega.
Game over.
Your fault, Sega. I got
Presented
game
by
over.
Data East.
No, right? Name drops. It's Sega's fault. Yo, this is so weird, this game, man. I just decided to randomly pick it because I was just like, why did Nintendo add this game to one of the games for the Super Nintendo? And I never remember playing this game when I owned the Super Nintendo. Like, and then I was trying to joke around, me like, look at the graphics. I mean, the side people are really good. You know what I mean? I can't lie on that. Like, when you see the guy after he shoots, it looks pretty cool. That looks, I would say that's really good for like 1990. But then, like, the way like, I can even tell that some of these times are like, these are like, billiards. I'm like, because Nintendo doesn't want is to play games we want. Yeah, I know. Yep. How you doing, A-Drops, though? We've been doing good, bud. I'm happy for you showing up because I thought since I stopped playing Mario Maker 2 now, because now I'm taking a break, that I'm like, yeah, not many people are gonna really come and watch me anymore. I appreciate it. Oh, really? You're not gonna give me the special I can get side pocket now in? Screw you. Yeah, because they figure if they give us like Pokemon, I bet. Because they know if they give us Pokemon, people would probably never buy another Pokemon. Tell me not. If they put, dude, tell me not. I mean, yeah, I know you'd have to have the expansion, but tell me not. If they put out Pokemon like red, yellow. Well, technically red and yellow can go on this one. But I meant like, you know, Fire Red, Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, you know, the ones that came out for like the Game Boy. And they put out, well, I was gonna say that looked like a good. But yeah, if they put out like Pokemon Red, Yellow, or Blue, or all three, be game over, man. Be game over. You haven't played Super Mario Maker 2 in a while. Tried making a level last night, but you played Pokemon mostly. Drop some games on Overwatch 2 every now and then, and again, maybe a game. Nice, yeah. Yeah, now I'm going like full variety. Because I want to start making my ROM hacks. So what I'm thinking of doing is like 2 days of variety, like Monday, Friday variety, and then like and Wednesday be my ROM hack. But yeah, also I'm thinking about changing my schedule up, A-Drop. So if you haven't made an account on Kick and followed me on Kick, I would suggest to do so because like I'm gonna be honest with you, Nate. The thing I notice with Twitch, I like the people that I met, you know, from Kick, the people I met on Twitch, you know, like you, Nate Drops, and all the other people. But it's you gotta, as you know, I don't know if you streamed anything outside of Mario Maker, but like I know you're dating Miami, and she could probably tell you that if she doesn't stream anything other than Mario Maker, kind of hard for her to retract viewers and retract followers, which I feel like kind of like I get it, you know, because people are used to you playing a certain game and they want to see that game out of you, and if you're not playing a certain game, they might not want to watch you, which I'm like, okay, I guess I understand. It also makes me feel a little like, was I not a good enough content creator that people don't want to watch me outside of Mario, you know? But yeah. Oh, and will you be doing more of that monkey app? I feel like you should do it too. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do more of that monkey app. I have an idea of what I want to do, Sega. My idea is this. I'm going to move. I'm gonna do it this Saturday actually again, Sega. So my plan is to do Fortnite. When we're done playing with Fortnite, I'm gonna move everything. You probably know that seat that I'm talking about. Seat that's over there. I'm gonna sit in that seat, have the lights, have the camera all set up. Well, not this camera because this camera doesn't work on the monkey app. I have my mic, everything. Because I figure if I have a background, maybe it'd be more easier for people wanting to talk to me. I feel like having this green screen it got people worried. You know what I mean? I feel like if I'm over there and I'm more like where people could see the background, maybe it'll be more better. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking of maybe just doing it as me, maybe because with Earth Lord, people kept, as you probably heard, people kept attacking the wig I was wearing. With, you know what I mean? So people were like, "Oh, stop wearing the wig. Why are you wearing the wig? Why are you wearing the wig?" And like, just be quiet. That's his hair. Leave his hair be. Jesus. I mean, especially when I said like, I'll give him nuclear codes. Is the joke, you know? That's probably when they were like, I could tell one. Remember that one chick looked at me when I said that my parents were in the that Earthlord said the parents were in a Russian government. She was like, he was like, what the hell? He's like, you should know if they are in art. I don't know. He's like, I don't know. My parents never told me. It was funny. Oh yeah, did you hear the part when I said, "Oh, I probably fuck isn't you"? That part I think had me dying. That I said that so off the rip, it made me laugh. You know? And I was like, oh my god. I don't know if you remembered that when the girl was like, ew, and I'm like, I fuck more bitches than you. Dude, that was I died of laughter because I was like, damn, I can't believe I thought that off the top of my head.
Game over.
And like I said, damn, that was so funny. And I said that as regular me. I don't even think I said that as Earth Lord. But yeah, Nate Drops, if you haven't made a Kick account and follow me over there, I'd greatly appreciate it if you do. Because I'm on my road for being affiliated, aka partnered over there. I just need 50 concurring viewers. I already have the followers. I just now need I just need the viewers because it's 200 followers, which boom got, and then I need all right, guys, we're gonna go raid my good friend Ability Mom, play Mario Maker. She's doing viewer levels if you want to do that. Yeah, I think I did make an account and follow you. Maybe I'm more waiting for an app. I use my phone. Yeah, they actually have an app. They have an app for iPhone and they have an app for Android. It's out. Do you want the link? I give you the link for which one do you need the link for? I got it. I got them both in hands, I think. Not both in hands, but both. Like, which link do you need? Do you need the iPhone or do you need the... What's up, Troy? You need the Android? I got you. Give me a sec. Where is it? Because I DM'd it to Kyle. There we go. Got it. I got you. Got you, homie. There you go. That is the URL to the Android link I'll give you to the app for Kick. Because it came out like 2 days ago. Because it came out on like April 1st, which kind of like, I was like, are they trolling us? You know what I mean? Because I was like, this is April 1st. I was like, this is April 1st. All right, guys, if you guys gonna rate along, please use the hashtag You Are Fantastic. I like your timing too, Troy. But I greatly appreciate you all for being here. Whether you guys been lurking, whether you guys been chatting, I greatly appreciate you all. We will be back Wednesday, where we're gonna be doing making by ROM Hack on stream. We're gonna be making it slowly, so don't judge, because it's gonna be a slow process, but I feel like it will be an interesting process, so you guys can go along with that ride with me. So I'll see you guys then, and then when I'll be streaming on Kick will be Thursday, where we're going to be doing Fortnite and then Hi-Fi Rush. Thank you guys so much for being here, and if there's one thing I want you guys to never forget is that you are fantastic. See you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.